First and foremost, before going any further, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can know every time that I go live, post another show, and more. For in my 29 winters, I know no greater story than the one getting ready to be told. Yes, it is influenced and inspired by true events, and though it is meant to entertain at times, the most important objective of all is to educate, inform, motivate, inspire, and show the world what prison is really about. And most importantly, to remind people, after all, to stay free.
Hey, boss, I got OG.
Great job, C.O. Brown. I sense a promotion coming your way relatively quickly. Go ahead and let him in, and you can go back and do some rounds around the yard, if you will. It'll be the last time you'll have to as an officer. Trust me, big hat coming soon. Ha ha ha.
No problem, boss. You know I got your back.
First and foremost, before I enter the threshold of your domain, must I say it is an honor to be amongst royalty once again, several times within the same week.
Prisoner or not, OG, I've got respect for you. After all, it's been 29 winters, you and I. We're connected, whether you like it or not. Me included. Ha ha ha. Go ahead and close the door and come on in.
So what is it that we'll be discussing today?
Well, now that he's gone, OG, and the door's closed, let me cut the crap. I need you to help me make him disappear. Why? Because he's starting to mention the political stuff and the fights that are going down in the offices and laundry between the officers and the prisoners. He's becoming a problem. If you don't help me make him disappear, well, I'll make you disappear. You won't have to worry about parole. Comprende? Oh, I understand, Warden, but surely I would need more incentive to make him disappear other than me not disappearing.
Well, that's just it, OG. Make him disappear and I'll grant you your freedom. What are you gonna do? Well, what's it gonna be, OG? You gonna help me get rid of my problem with C.O. Brown and give yourself an opportunity to go home and be with your sweet Martha? Or am I gonna have to get rid of you once and for all?
The devil has given me an opportunity to escape this hell.
Whatever you want to call me and whatever you want to call this place. But bottom line is, I can have you outside those gates in less than 2 weeks. What's it gonna be?
Well, first and foremost, in my 29 winters, never would I have thought that you, the warden, would come to me with a proposal such as this. And I must say, to know that I could walk out these gates in 2 weeks and get rid of C.O. Brown because he has been a pain in my side, and knowing that he is a pain in yours, does serve us both a purpose. But let me ponder, if you will.
Sure thing, OG. Take some time, think it over. But don't take too much time. If I don't hear back from you soon enough, well, nobody ever hear from you again. You understand?
Oh, I understand, and hear from me shortly you will. But for now, I'm headed back to the estate. Goodbye.
See you soon, OG. See you soon.
What's going on, OG? You was in the warden's office for a minute. Well, nephew, it seems that the warden has made his move. The game continues.
What you mean, OG? What type of move he made? What was he talking about?
First and foremost, nephew, the warden and I have been playing a game of chess, if you will, for the past 29 winters. It's always been him versus I, and I versus him. I've always been trying to outwit him in this place, and he has always been trying to catch me. My only goal is freedom and mobility, the ability to live life, even despite this current circumstance, and he's always had issue. But now, things are more dire.
What do you mean more dire, OG? And stop speaking in code. Just tell me what's going on. OG does not speak in parable or rhyme. He speaks with patience and time. But to put it simply, the warden has given me the opportunity to go home. All I have to do is make C.O. Brown disappear, and I'll be granted my walking papers. But if I don't, well, it may be the last you get to see of OG. Forget that, I'll make him disappear. You can go home next week. Don't even worry about it. Now, nephew, as I always say, intelligence before emotion. Man, forget C.O. Brown. He get rid of you to make sure you go home. Now hush, nephew. Look who's coming back this way. Speak of the devil and he will appear.
Inmate OG, I need you to come to the chaplain's office with me right now.
What now, C.O.?
OG, he said chaplain.
Chaplain?
Something happened to Martha.
Oh, dear.
Here's Chaplain Ramirez's office, inmate OG. For what it's worth, I really do hope your dearest Martha's okay.
Well, thank you, C.O. Brown. I really do appreciate that. Ah, inmate OG. Come on, step inside. It's been a while, no? Why, yes, Chaplain. The last time was when me and my dearest Martha got married in the visitation room. But I must tell you, I need to know immediately what's wrong with her. I have no time to waste. I remember that like yesterday. It's so beautiful, even though we were on the inside. It's almost like we was in a church somewhere, but just in the prison. She's a good girl, no? First and foremost, Chaplain, my heart has not raced ever like this in my 29 winters. And I'm trying to remain calm, but my dearest Martha is at ill or in emergency, and I demand to know now what is wrong with her. Oh, tranquilo, Senor OG. Let me tell you what's wrong with her right now. She has no protection, and we have eyes on her. And my friend, the warden, sent me to tell you, tick-tock. Because it's not just you on the clock. It's her as well. And I know the feeling that you just felt is something that you don't want to feel again. But next time it be real. But I promise you. You don't promise me nothing. See, that's what this is about. You're not in control, and I came to tell you one final time. You have till tomorrow to figure it out. Because we coming for you. Guard. Hey, guard. First and foremost, I need you to know before C.O. Brown gets in here that if anything shall happen to my dear old Martha, my 29 winters shall be increased into more. If anything happened to my dear old Martha.
Yes, Chaplain Ramirez?
Yes, escort inmate OG back to his cell, por favor.
Is everything okay?
Oh, it was a false alarm. And it's a good thing because after all, we don't want nothing to happen to inmate OG's dear old Martha. Isn't that correct, Mr. OG? Oh, it's correct, Chaplain. We wouldn't want nothing to happen to my dear old Martha. Okay, you've had a long day today. Let's go ahead and get you back to the cell. You get some rest, maybe say some prayers because, after all, the bad did not occur. But don't forget that it can. So we should be more grateful each moment of our life. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, each moment of life is precious. I concur. I would love to have a discussion more with you, inmate OG, but I have to go meet the warden for lunch. Do me a favor, though. When you call your dear old Martha, tell her Chaplain Ramirez says hi.
Let's go, OG. Let me get you back to the cell.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
Inmate OG, if you don't mind me asking, what was all that about?
First and foremost, if I told you, I may have to.
Stop right there, inmate OG. Don't even joke like that. They're looking for whatever reason to lock you up nowadays. I understand you got a problem with the warden, but what's going on with you and the chaplain? I thought something was going on with Martha.
In my 29 winters, I've never once seen you share a thought of care or concern towards my way. What is the change that has occurred in this moment in time?
Let me just say that I'm learning that every good guy isn't good and every bad guy isn't bad. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Ah, you're starting to see the board clearly now, I see.
Board? What board are you talking about?
The chessboard. Do you play?
No, but isn't it just like checkers or something?
Not exactly. Checkers is a force game, while chess is a game of patience and strategy. And you know what my favorite part of this game is?
No. What's that?
The most underestimated pieces, the pawns, are in fact the most powerful on the board. They have the ability, through the right movements, to become the necessary piece to win the game in the needed moment. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think so.
You and I are pawns in this place, and we're being ruled by kings and bishops with evil desire. But with the right moves made by you and I, we can move and position into our purpose. Do you understand?
Listen, just get to your cell. That's enough for today.
Watch and take notes. Well, I'm taking notes, and I understand what you're saying. But even if you make them two disappear, C.O. Brown will still exist. Officers sustain injuries all the time when breaking up fights. And who's to say the injuries sustained by C.O. Brown while breaking up the fight between OG and nephew aren't so bad that he doesn't make it home either? First and foremost, I'm not gonna lie, I like the way you work. And in 29 winters, I've seen a lot of things with you. But this problem poses a little different of a situation. I hope it works out sincerely.
Oh, it will. Trust me.
Meanwhile, at Correctional State Prison.
Inmate OG, where you headed?
To the yard. They just called outside rec. Man, OG not the only one with a plan. Hey, what up? What you mean, what up, homie? You on the wrong side of the yard, ain't you? Look, I know we got our differences, but I got something you may be interested in, and we can both benefit from it. You better make it sound good. If not, you already know I hate when people waste my time.
I'm not here to waste your time. Just hear me out.
Last time I checked, you left the set, homie. We ain't really got too much to discuss. And after all, you really bold coming over here with me and the homies like this. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me when to go, homie. I'm on them. Hold on, man. I'm not on it like that. I told you, I came over here with something I think will benefit us all. First and foremost, you left the set to go be with your OG, Mr. 29 Seasons, talking about you focus on your freedom. You ain't had no business interactions for us then. Why you gonna have some business interactions for us now, homie?
Because change needs to happen in this place, bro. And we pull it together, we can do it.
You going home, homie. Me and the homies not. Why you care about what goes on in this place, and why should we if we ain't never gonna see our freedom?
Even if you're not going to see your freedom, you still deserve to be in a prison that's a little bit better. Got programs, education, people that care, that'll give you an opportunity to better yourself and possibly get home.
You sounding just like Mr. 29 Winters, homie.
Maybe that's a good thing, because he needs help. And helping him is going to get the warden up out of here. It's going to change how this prison is. And after all, it's going to better y'all life regardless, whether you get to go home or not. Can't we at least agree on that?
I ain't gonna lie, homie. I'm always trying to do what's best for me and mine. I'm listening.
Cool. Let's have a real conversation. It's about chess, and how about the more we unify, the more they get scared and they separate. Like I was saying, helping OG is going to help all of us in here, even the brothers that's never going home.
First and foremost, I am intrigued by what you got to say, homie. But you do know me and Mr. 29 Winters got history, right?
Look, I know you and the OG got issues, but y'all got a bigger enemy than each other. And if we can take them down together, that enemy being the warden, then we all for the good. Doors are going to start opening. You feel me?
Honestly, homie, you got my attention. But at the same time, you holding up business that me and the homies got to tend to today. So I'm going to give you 60 seconds to make it make sense. And if it don't, I'm going to tell the homies go. And I promise you they ain't going to stop till the guards in the tower pop. You feel me, homie?
Bet. Now let me get to it then. Not too far from now, I'm going to give you the signal. And when I do, I need you and your homies to act like you fighting amongst each other. Just get to arguing. You ain't even got to put hands on each other. What that's going to do is going to get the guards' attention. They're going to be happy, and at the same time, they're going to have to go address it. And when they do, that's when me and the OG are going to go pay the warden a visit. You feel me?
Oh, you on one, homie. I like that. I'm going to tell you what, though. Before I agree to anything, tell OG he got to come see me and have a conversation. And don't worry, he know what it's about.
I knew you were going to say something like that. Here we go.
Have no fear, homie. Respect reigns here.
Right. There you go, nephew. What you been up to? First and foremost, OG, before you try to give me a lecture, I'm going to be straight up with you. I was on the yard. I was hollering at big homie. I know y'all got differences, but I got a plan. If you hear me out, it could work. Trust me. In my 29 winters, I've never been in more dire of a situation. It seems that now even my dear old Martha is at risk, and to be transparent, I do not know if my plan is foolproof. I'm willing to hear you out, but I pray that it makes sense. I learned to play chess from the best, haven't I? This is true, nephew, and it seems that you've been putting some thought to this strategy that you're getting ready to speak of. Go ahead. I went to big homie on the yard, and I know y'all got differences, but he's agreed to go along with this plan. Him and his crew are going to act like they're fighting to cause a disturbance on the yard, which you know the guards will be happy about, but at the same time, they're going to have to address. And when they do, me and you will go to the warden's office. We're going to apply pressure to the point that he's going to get on that phone and admit every single wrongdoing that he's been doing. Applied pressure? Do you know the pressure that will be coming our way will never go home? Once he admits all the wrong he's been doing, everybody will understand why we did what we did. And they'll let us go too. We'll be heroes. I need time to think about this. And what does big homie require in return? He said he wants to have a conversation with you.